Alright folks, some of you have been asking about this new jacket that I've been wearing, and I'm going to kind of say that I think this is kind of it. Probably like myself, I've got loads of jackets. I've got Swazi, I've got my windproof jacket that I've had all the additional pockets put on it, so on and so forth. But this year I went to the prepper meet, and Chris from Cavs Customs, I'll put a link in the description so you can go over and have a look at. He's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, and what he does, he basically modifies kit. These particular jackets, I believe, come from Fortis. They were like their sort of rejects, or their seconds, if you like, their jackets. And normally when you buy a second, it's normally that the stitching might be out slightly and all the rest of it. But Chris had a couple of these hanging up on the rail when we was at the prepper meet. Went over to have a look at them, and I asked Chris if he could possibly do me a similar jacket, but have it in a way where it's waterproof as well. Now, I had to send him some measurements through. He wanted obviously from my, from my wrist to my shoulder, and how long I wanted the jacket to hang, and so on and so forth. And this is the finished result. All right, nothing different. It's nothing new. It's really just a smock. All right. But what I like about it, what really sold it for me a little bit, was the old press studs on it. I like the old press studs. A bit reminds me of the old Parasmocks. It's got zips there that remind me of the old pilot jackets, or jackets that we used to have in the army. I actually had one of my old combat jackets modified so I could sort of just slip maps in and so on and so forth. It's got these lovely little touches where they've got these little reflective tabs on there. Jaw corded at the bottom, obviously hooded. On this particular jacket, if I open it up, it's got a two-way zip on it. The zip's very strong, and there's some bits on the inside. There's like a Gore-Tex liner on the inside, okay, and some pockets. That it's got the zip. The zip. It's got the hood with obviously the tab on the back there to be able to use that to tidy it. Keep the hood away or whatever, which I probably won't. I'll just leave as is. Velcro cuffs. I haven't got woolen cuffs in there. I've just got Velcro cuffs. Pocket on the sleeve, and so on and so forth, and then a couple of patches, which mine obviously has got my Des Catty's badge. If you want to purchase one of these from the Etsy store, then feel free to do so. Anyway, and there it is. So it's a lovely jacket. I wore it at the wilderness gathering this year, and as typical weather that you get at the wilderness gathering, if anyone's been, will know that sometimes it rains there, and sometimes it rains pretty heavy. And I wore this jacket, and what I was surprised at was the water just sitting on top of the jacket, on top of the material, was brilliant. It was great. And what I tend to like to have, I've got a ridgeline jacket, I've got a Swazi coat, as I say, and what I do like, I like to have a kind of a waterproof jacket that I can use for everything, without just having, like, say, a Gore-Tex shell. All right, because I think having a jacket like this, it's easier to repair whether or not I want to stitch it, or even I just get a length of duct tape and stick it straight over the tear. And with this material being like it's got the sort of design, and if you actually look at the material closely, it's got that sort of ripstop kind of effect in there, which obviously stops the material from running. And this is what I like. I like this kind of jacket in the sense that it was, even when with the windproof smock, if you've seen the video of that one, which has had quite a few views, is that I actually treated that with Fab Seal, and even with the Fab Seal on it, it still gets wet. So I like to have a jacket that obviously provides me the waterproofness, plus the if a jacket's windproof, or if the jacket's waterproof anyway, most of the time it's windproof, but it's good to have both, I think, personally, in my opinion. All right, so folks, there it is. That is it. This is my new smock, because I know I've had some interest from people asking me about it. But as you well know, I'm not one that, I don't just like to use a product and say, yeah, this is brilliant. I prefer to use it for a while, use it for about 6 months or to a year, and then come back to you and say, yeah, this is a great bit of kit. Or no, it isn't. I'm just putting my opinion across to you folks. All right. So this is a jacket by Cavs Customs. Now, I messaged Chris the other day, asking did he have any more of these in stock. He might have one or two if you're lucky. All right. What Chris tends to do with Cavs Customs, he tends to, if you are into having a modification done to a jacket, or if you're interested in having a modification done to a rucksack or stuff like that, I mean, when you go and have a look at some of the modifications that he's made to different rucksacks, they're actually pretty good. So if there's anything you want in particular, then obviously hit up Chris and speak to him. I mean, I just know him as a friend. I'm not affiliated with him in any way as such. I've literally just bought one of his products, and I'm satisfied so far with the product that I've got. Okay, so this is the showing, all right, of the new jacket that I've got from Cavs Customs. All right, so there it is, folks. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out my Etsy store. I've also got buy me a coffee, so if you want to buy me a coffee, you can also make a donation now. All right, so see you later, folks. All the best, and don't forget to check out the description.